Bilbo had escaped the goblins, but he did not know where he was. He wandered on till the sun began to sink westwards and the mountain shadows fell across his path. Good heavens! I seem to have got right to the other side of the misty mountains, right to the edge of the land beyond. Where and oh, where can Gandalf and the dwarfs have got to? He had just made up his mind that he must turn back when he heard voices, and suddenly he saw, peering between two big boulders, a head with a red hood. It was Balin, keeping lookout. He could have jumped for joy, but he didn't. He had still got the ring on, and he saw that Balin was looking straight through him. Gandalf was arguing with the dwarves, saying that they could not possibly go on their journey, leaving Mr. Baggins in the hand of the goblins, without trying to rescue him. "Either you help me look for him, or I go and leave you here to get out of this mess as best you can yourselves. Whatever did you want to go and drop him for, Dory?" "You would have dropped him if a goblin had suddenly grabbed you from behind in the dark." "Then why didn't you pick him up again?" "What? With goblins fighting and biting in the dark? You nearly chopped off my head with Glamdring. Then all of a sudden you gave one of your blinding flashes and shouted, 'Follow me, everybody.' We thought everybody had. And here we are, without the burglar. Confusticate him." "And here's the burglar," said Bilbo, slipping off the ring. Bless me, how they jumped and shouted with surprise and delight. "What did I tell you?" said Gandalf, laughing. "Mr. Baggins has more about him than you guess." Nevertheless, he gave Bilbo a queer look from under his bushy eyebrows, and the hobbit wondered if he guessed at the part of his tale that he had left out. The wizard called them to their senses. "They will be out after us in hundreds when night comes, and already shadows are lengthening. They can smell our footsteps for hours. We are too far to the north, and we are still pretty high up. Let's get on." All of a sudden, they heard a long, shuddering howl. It was wolves gathering together. "What shall we do? What shall we do?" Bilbo cried. "Escaping goblins to be caught by wolves." "Up the trees, quick!" cried Gandalf. Bilbo could not get into any tree, and was scuttling about from trunk to trunk like a frightened rabbit. "You've left the burglar behind again," said Nori to Dory, looking down. "I can't always be carrying burglars on my back. What do you think I am, a porter?" The howls came closer. "He'll be eaten if we don't do something," said Thorin. "Dory, be quick and give Mr. Baggins a hand up." Dory climbed out of the tree and let Bilbo scramble up and stand on his back. Just at that moment, the wolves howled into the clearing. All of a sudden, there were hundreds of yellow eyes. Still, Dory did not let Bilbo down. He waited till he had clambered off his shoulders into the branches, and then he jumped for his life. Only just in time. A wolf snapped at his cloak as he swung up and nearly got him. Then they were all around, eyes blazing through the dark. But even the wild wargs, for so the evil wolves were named, cannot climb trees. For a time, Bilbo and his friends were safe.